Okay, very good afternoon to everyone. I hope everybody will well and good. Okay, now today I'm going to start the lesson we call the basics of XML. Okay, what is XML? XML is the extensible markup language, and this is became a W3C recommendation in 1998. So what is W3C? W3C is, we call it World Wide Web Consortium. This is one of the institution or organization that will actually recommend the rules and regulation of the web development. So XML is a markup language for document containing structured information, and X means extensible. So you can create your own text using the XML. This is the beauty of XML. XML uses a document type definition we call DTD, or an XML schema to describe the data. That means if you want to write the XML statement, you need to follow a rules we call document type definition that is actually standardized by the W3C. Next, move to the next slide. Markup language define a set of rules that use to encode document in a format that is both human readable and machine readable. That means the markup language is used by the human and also can be read by the machine as well. If you look at this example, this is the content. Okay, XML basics, name of the author, then this is the content, and this is also the content. If you add in the markup language with the content, so it will mix, we call the markup language, and the content will be, you look at the right side, the first one is the tag, we call the markup, and the middle one, XML basics, this is we call the content of this markup language, and the last one we call the end tag. So same with this one, author. This is the name of the author. This is we call the content. And then the last tag is the end tag. Similar with the publisher, the content inside is the content, and the last one is the end tag, or we call the markup. Same with the price, and the content is 100, the price of the book, and the end tag is the price. Next, XML and HTML. XML is not a replacement for HTML. XML and HTML are designed with defined goals. For example, if you use XML that is used to describe data and focus on what data is. On the other hand, XML is used to display data and focus on how data looks. XML is created to structure and store and to send information. So if you look at the XML and HTML, to mark up the text so it can be displayed to the users, and on the other hand, XML to mark up data so that it can be processed by computers. XML describes the both structures. For example, you can use paragraph. We can use the paragraph. Look at the paragraph P, and also you can describe both in the structure as H2. H2 is the heading 2, and you can also use HTML describe using the appearance. For example, you want to make the content as bold, so you can use the bold B. Also, you can use the defined types of fonts to represent the content. On the other hand, XML describes only content or meaning. Okay. The next one, HTML uses a fixed, unchangeable set of tags. That means the tag used in HTML is fixed. This is already predefined. You cannot add in any more tags in the HTML. But on the other hand, in the XML, you can create your own tags. That means this is not necessarily fixed set of tags. You can create as much as possible. You can create the text using the XML. Okay, look at this example. In the HTML, so this is the starting tag HTML, and this is the ending tag. In between, you can look at here, this one is H1. What is mean by H1? H1 means the heading 1, starting and the ending tag. In between, this is we call the content. P stands for paragraph. So this content will be used inside the paragraph. Starting P and ending P. Paragraph, this is also paragraph, end paragraph, starting paragraph, date, and end paragraph. This is also the paragraph, more than one lines also you can use as a paragraph. And at the end, the HTML end tag. If you look at the XML, if you look at here, the memo, what is memo? Memo is the starting tag. And this is we call the root tag. And this is created by ourselves, or you can create by yourself. From also created by ourselves. So the from, the big cheese, this is the content and the end tag. Two, starting tag, ending tag. Date, you can create also the date tag, and then you can put the value inside there. Similar with bad news, starting tag and ending tag. So you can create the content inside the bad news tag. And at the end, the root memo, and the end tag is the memo root. Next, a simple example of XML document. How you can write a XML document. So you can write using the any editor, text editor or notepad. And you can save this file with the extension XML. Okay, look at this example here. So the first line, we call the declaration of XML. So declaration of XML is very necessary. This is compulsory. So you can use XML, this is a version. Encoding, you can use encoding UTF. This is not compulsory. This is not mandatory, but this is optional. What is mean by UTF? This is Unicode Transformation Format. And what is mean by 8? 8 means 8 bits. That means it is considered as the one character, 8 bits. Okay, look at the XML examples here. This is the starting tag notebook, and this is the notebook, the ending tag. These are the subtext. So notebook, starting, ending, inside processor. This is the content, Intel Core i7-2710QE, and the end tag. Same with the memory, starting tag, ending tag, this is the content. Same with the hard disk, then this is the content, and this is the end tag. Next, how to write XML document. So you can write the XML document, and you can open XML document using the web browser. So look at here. For example, you have written the XML document. This is the declaration part. Then this is the notebook, the processor, memory, hard disk, all this the tag with the ending tag, and also the root tag, notebook, and the ending tag. So if you run this one, you can look at here, you can get the output like this. So this is notebook, starting tag, ending tag, and these are the start tag, processor, this content. Then this is the starting, ending tag, this is the content. Okay. Now look at this XML document. Once you write this XML document, so you have to know whether this is well formatted or not. So how do you know this is well formatted? That means they have to follow some rules and regulations. For the time being, this is well formatted. Later on, I'll discuss what is the rules and regulations to write a well formatted XML document. On the next side, the other side, if you look at this XML document, once you write this one, this is the starting will be the declaration of the XML with the version. This is compulsory. This part encoding is the optional. Notebook, processor, memory, hard disk, all these things you write. But look at this part, memory. Memory starting tag, then the content, and then the ending tag. This is not matching. So you must have to match with the starting tag and ending tag. If you don't match, that means this is not well formatted XML. So if you run this code, so you will get the error message. XML parsing error, match, mismatch tag, expected memory. So the memory, there is a problem with the memory. So you have to rectify this one. Where is the problem? The starting tag and ending tag is not the same. So this is not well formatted XML. I think you understand the concept of what is well formatted XML and what is not well formatted XML. The next concept is XML parser. What is XML parser? XML parser is an API, application programming interface, that reads the XML documents, gets its content based on the structure, and provide the programming interfaces to user. So look at these examples here. This is the XML document with all the contents is here. Then we use the XML parser. This is a program. And then we got the results. So basically what is XML parser is doing? XML parser is actually separating the information from the starting tag and ending tag. That means the contents will be separated from the text. For example, we have the tag here, computer, and the end tag is computer. We have the CPU and then ending tag CPU. This is the content. So the XML parser basically separate the tag and the content. So if you look at here, so different color is given here because of they separate the content. The content is, you see, black color, but the tags are with different colors, right? So this is not the same color. That means they separate the content and the tag from each other. This is the job of XML parser. Okay, next, move to the next slide. Well-formatted XML and valid XML. So how do you write well-formatted XML documents? And this is we consider as valid XML. Okay, first look at the well-formatted XML. That is a document that adheres to the syntax rule specified by the XML 1.0 specification. That means XML, if you want to write any document, they should have to follow some standard rules we call DTD. If they follow this DTD, then this is we consider as the well-formatted XML, and they follow some rules as well. Okay, now look at the valid XML. What is mean by valid XML document? A valid XML document contains a reference to a document type definition, and that is elements and attributes are declared in the DTD and follow the grammatical rules for them that the DTD specifies. That means you must have to follow some rules that is defined inside the DTD. Then we consider this is valid XML document. Now look at the rules for the XML documents. You look at here, this is very, very important to understand. XML document must have a root elements. What we need to have for XML documents, the first one, XML documents must have a root elements. Number two, XML elements must have start and end tag. Okay, tag must be similar. Okay, the tags are case sensitive. So this is very, very important because you must have to match the ending tag and ending and starting tag. It is case sensitive. It cannot be mixed up. Okay, you have to follow the rules. Tags are case sensitive. The next rules is XML elements must be properly nested. You must have to nest it properly. And the last one is XML attributed must always be quoted. That means whatever you put the attribute, you must have to double quote this one. All right. So look at this picture here. So this is the recommendation. That means the rules you need to follow when you want to write the XML document. And this follow the syntax. That must be well-formatted syntax, well-formatted XML syntax. That means this follow all these rules. And then it must be follow the rules and regulations stated by the DTD, document type definition, or XML schema. They follow the rules and regulations. This is we call the valid XML documents. This must be follow the rules. So well-formatted XML documents follow the grammatical rules of schema. That means it must be follow the rules and also it must be valid. Okay, that's all for today. So wish you all the best.